Hello, David Fife with Lake Country Acupuncture here for another healthy tip of the day. So I've been kind of going on the theme of diagnostics lately with the last video. So I wanted to touch on another diagnostic tool that we use at our clinic. There's many diagnostic tools, but one that we use quite a bit is the tongue analysis. So we discussed the pulses yesterday, and that's one aspect of the diagnostic procedures we use, which I'll go more in depth into the nature of those pulses and the characters of those pulses. But today we're going to discuss kind of an overview of what we look at when we look at a tongue. So a tongue can tell us a lot about what's going on inside the body, but there's really four primary elements that we look for with a tongue. And that is the shape of the tongue, the color of the tongue, the moisture of the tongue, and the coating on the tongue. And these four aspects of one's tongue can tell us a lot about what's going on. So for instance, the shape of the tongue. If we have a tongue that is very swollen and very wide, it's an indication that the body is retaining fluid within the body. If we have a tongue that's very dry, then we know that there's not enough fluid being delivered throughout the systems in the body. If we have a thick coating on the tongue, that can tell us that there is also accumulation of fluid in the body. If we have a very thin tongue coating or a peeled tongue coating, that can indicate the opposite, and dependent on the color of the tongue, that can indicate sometimes heat within the system. So there's many aspects to tongue diagnostics that can give us a lot of clarity as to what's happening in the body. It's just another part of the tools that we use. Also, there's issues with the elements along the side of the tongue. You can get scalloping and peeling on the sides of the tongue, which is also indicative of different problems within the body. So there's many elements to it. What I'm going to be doing in future talks is isolating specific tongue elements that come up with the diagnostics, things that we see on the tongue that can indicate ill health. And I'll target specific aspects of the tongue as we go forward. But the four primary things we look for, again, are coating, the shape of the tongue, the moisture of the tongue, and the shape of the tongue. So these are aspects that give us a lot of clarity as to what's going on in combination with diagnostics such as pulse analysis, face analysis, there's analysis of the abdomen, obviously the questioning we go through. And so the diagnostic procedures we use are quite in-depth, but they give us a lot of insight as to what's happening and where it's happening within the body so that we can make an appropriate diagnosis and we can treat that with acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine to elicit an effect and actually correct a problem, not just treat the symptom, but actually get to the root of the issue. So more on tongue analysis as we go forward. And again, I'll isolate certain characteristics of tongue diagnostics and pulse diagnostics as we go forward. And that will be an ongoing theme within these healthy tips. So if you have any questions about your tongue, and this isn't much of a tip, but it's more of an overview of what we do here at the clinic. But we're trying to make these tips or these moments with the acupuncturist as broad as we can, so we give you as much insight as we can. So I'll go into more of this as we go along. And if you have any questions about tongue diagnostics or any health concerns, let us know. We're here at Lake Country Acupuncture, and we look forward to helping you if there's anything we can help you with. All the best. We'll see you next time.